What is up, guys?
Oh, God. We have a cat. Cat for clout.
Hi.
That was a lot. If you're just meeting us for the first time, my name's Rachel and this is Austin. And we love to travel. We like to vlog our trips and preserve those memories. We have lots of fun on our trips and we go all kinds of places. We've got London and Paris vlogs. We've got Jamaica vlogs coming. We've got Hawaii vlogs, lots of Disney vlogs. Where else? Canada, Mexico, and lots more travel coming. So I'm glad you made it here. And I hope you find some things on our list of favorites that you like and want to give a try too.
Yeah.
Want to try. Everything that we're going to be talking about in this video and showing you is going to be linked down below so that you can find it and go check it out for yourself if you think it would be helpful for you and something you might want to buy and use on your travel. Okay, so where should we start? So the first thing that I wanted to share is this little like crossbody bag that I use. It's not fancy at all. I understand that, and I know there's probably a lot of people who would prefer to be more fashionable when they travel, but for me, what's important is being comfortable and kind of blending in, not looking too obvious. And oh, thank you. What a lovely modeling you're doing. And so this works really well for me. And what's cool about this is that it's an RFID protected situation. So all of these zippers and pouches actually are RFID protected. And it's kind of fun. I know that it works because one time we went on a trip and we had a keyless entry key for our rental car. And we put the key in here, and then you take it up to the car, and it wouldn't unlock. And we had to take it out of the bag, and then it would unlock the car. So I know it works. Lots of pouches. It fits a lot. Oh, I'll put my phone back in this back pouch. It does a lot. And it's got this adjustable strap.
It's been pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Got this a long time ago.
But that's another thing. Like, doesn't it just look brand new? It looks brand new. The next thing we want to share is the mount that we use for our GoPro. And there's a lot of really cool ones out there. We've tried a few different ones. We've broken a couple. But this one has worked really well for us.
Pretty happy with this one.
Yeah, this one's sturdy. And now watch what it does. It does some cool stuff. So one, it can be, it's not that hard. I'm just making it look hard. These little legs come out and it's like, it can stand. But even better,
telescope.
At the Disney parks, you can't take in selfie sticks. But this one is short enough and collapsible that they have no issues with it. And it's got this, this little like for the GoPro, but if you use not a GoPro, there's of course adapters that you can hook to your camera that go right into this, so anybody can use it. And it's just really comfortable to hold too. So we've got some electronics to share, and this is just like one of my favorites. This right here I call the bear fan because it's a little bear. Yeah, this right here, his face. So we've got our bear here, and you flip this open and then you press the button. Wow, so cool.
And there's 3 modes.
Yeah, there's 3 speeds.
Quite a bit of speed, so nothing to worry about. It has like foamish kind of blades. It's very soft plastic, so if you hit your finger, it won't hurt.
And it stops.
It has a safety.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt at all. So you don't have to be worried that there's no like cage for it. See these right here? It's got plug holes. That's because it's actually a battery pack too. So I mean that's like a phone charge, right?
Yeah, about.
So it can be like a backup battery for your phone. But of course, if you use the fan all day, then that's going to use the battery. It's a flashlight, so there you go.
Just in case.
Yeah.
It's just an emergency.
Yeah.
Flashlight.
I'm a really big fan of this. It was not expensive. None of these things really are. And there's different colors. Next is this right here. Looks very impressive, right? You know exactly what it is. You can tell, right?
It actually looks like a Bluetooth speaker.
So it's actually a white noise machine. And my most favorite thing about this is that you can set it to run nonstop and it doesn't loop. So it's got, I don't know how many different sounds it's got, but it's got, white noise, pink noise,
there's like,
all the different.
There's like trains,
rain, ocean.
Yeah, like so many different sounds.
My favorite thing about it is that it doesn't loop and it will go loud too. So like it'll drown out whatever noise you want it to drown out. And this, it's like small and compact. It's the size of my palm. It goes with us everywhere because I'm a very light sleeper. On the topic of being a light sleeper, sound and light will wake me up. So we got these sleep masks. And what's great about this is that if you can see, they're actually like, there's like little pockets, little pouches. I shouldn't have grabbed the black one. Oh, there, you can see that. See how it's like kind of concave so that it doesn't actually press on your eyes when you wear it. And next is, I don't know how, I'll just show you. It's this. So it's still got this is a new one that I haven't used, so it's all flattened. But what this is a clear TSA approved size pouch. Primarily, a lot of people would think to use this for liquids, and we do. So this comes in a pack of 3, I think. And so I'm using 2 of them, but this is the one that I haven't used yet. And we use it for snacks, and we'll like fill this pouch with snacks, and we'll just take that in our day bag, and then we use it for our liquids. And you would be surprised how much fits in this thing.
And
so
the zipper is metal, like the actual zipper is metal
yeah,
too,
it's actually a good zipper. It's gonna not zip very easily on the corner right now because it's all smushed, but if it wasn't like that, it's a very good zipper. So I very much recommend these for organization. We do not go on a trip without these.
What's nice is when you're going into Disney, you know how they always have to check every pocket of your bag? They just see this bag and they go, okay, cool. Like they don't ask to like open it up and look inside, so it's convenient.
So the next thing is another pouch. This is actually for shoes. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of a judgy moment here and let y'all know that the people who are putting their bare naked shoes into their suitcases, ugh, right?
Yeah, hopefully they're using like a grocery bag or something. Like
the number of packing videos I have seen where people just put their shoes straight next to their clothes. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You step on like poop and stuff.
You go in
like,
bathrooms?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Don't do that. Get these. So this is just a really nice little, like, look how small it folds down. It's got a little hangy thing even, but it's a shoe bag. And so you unzip it and it expands and you can fit any shoes in there. We have like big, massive, like Adidas Ultra Boost shoes, you know, with the thick soles and everything. Those fit in here fine.
Maybe not hiking boots.
Okay, maybe not. Well, you could fit 1 hiking boot in.
Maybe 1, yeah.
You'd have to have a bag per boot, but you could do it. So yeah, be sanitary and put your shoes in shoe bags when you pack them. Next up is our day bag, and let me just kind of try to model this here. What did you want to say? You had something?
Oh, this is, you know, the thing that I'm like mostly using, because I'm usually the pack mule on our trips, and I usually carry the bag with the waters and stuff like that.
And snacks.
And snacks, yeah.
Snacks.
So in my preference, I like a sling bag with 1 strap because of the fact that you can actually put it on your shoulder and then you can pull it around and put the bag in front of you just in case, let's say you're scared that someone's going to steal something out of your bag and you want it in front of you.
Right, like if you're in like a really crowded place and you just would rather have your bag in front of you, keep an eye on it, or just if you want to be able to get into it real quick, right?
Yeah, and just like grab something out of it without having to take it all off.
So you can actually change sides of this. So there's, you know, straps on either side and just little clips so you can put it over either shoulder. It's got like this pouch in the back if you want to keep stuff right up against your body. And then it's got 1 really big pouch, but inside of that, there are a couple others. Let me figure out how to do them. So inside, it will zip down almost flat, and there's a pouch in here, and then there's also one up front, and then there's this one that's zippered. And what I really like about this is that we can put our water bottles and our snacks and our jacket and everything in here, and then there's still room. Like, what if the top has space, but like everything's just gonna fall down to the bottom? Well, then there's this pocket right here that sits at the top that you can fill up and, you know, use up all the space without everything just kind of falling down to the bottom. It's great. And then, yeah, there's just pouches on pouches, and there's different colors. This goes everywhere with us. I don't go anywhere without this. It is my noise canceling wireless headphones. They're not very expensive and they work so well. The charge on these things is like 8 hours. The battery life is very impressive on these. And the noise canceling is so amazing. So there's a trick though. When you put them in the first time, if they're like on the noise canceling mode, they'll drown out the sound a little and you'll be like, oh, well, that's not that impressive. But if you tap them and to do the noise canceling mode where it lets all the sound through, and then you tap them again to put them back into noise canceling, then it then understands what the noise level is and it just goes silent. It's so impressive.
It probably recalibrates. Also, they're active noise canceling, not just, earplugs.
So if you are someone who doesn't already have a pair of active noise canceling headphones and you're at all interested, I highly recommend these. These are very impressive budget option. I'm just so impressed by the noise reduction and the battery life that these provide. Love these. So you'll notice that the light changed and that's because it's dark outside now because we had to stop filming. We ran out of time. We had a game night with friends and so it's like 4 hours later now. But it was lots of fun.
Yeah, so the sun's set.
So this is something that you can buy, but it's ridiculously cheap. So it's mostly a hack. This is one of my favorite travel hacks, and it's to use a contact solution case, like eye contact holder for liquids. So you'll see on here that I've taken my label maker and made little labels for my morning face moisturizer and my evening face moisturizer. So it just says AM and PM. But you can just take this little contact case and fill it up with just a little bit of whatever liquid you need that you don't need like your whole bottle. So this works really well when you're like me, an overpacker, and you need to save space where you can and you don't need to bring your full bottles of liquid. The next thing is something I've definitely talked about in the vlogs. This is the thing that I have, this is my travel product or whatever that I have had the longest, used the most, and talked about the most, and that is my relief band. So I unfortunately do deal with motion sickness, and I really, really hate it. That's doesn't work well for me. So I found this thing. What this does, you'll see here, it has like little metal pads, like electrodes
Contacts.
or whatever. Yeah, and it actually sends out little electric pulses. And there's science behind it, and you put it here on your wrist, and the pulses, you know how there's those C-bands that hit your pressure point here that's supposed to help with motion sickness? This kind of does a similar effect, but stronger. And so it'll help with any motion sickness or nausea. Like they market it to pregnant people when they have morning sickness or just all kinds of things. But I use it when I travel. I have noticed that on certain rides, especially like 3D rides, it definitely helps, and I can come off the ride feeling much less dizzy and woozy than I would otherwise. So this is like always with me. And this one is actually, there's a rechargeable, a rechargeable one that you plug in, but this one's actually battery. And I specifically chose this one because what if I want to use it nonstop? What if I went on a cruise and I needed it nonstop? Well, how do you stop and charge it? So I figured battery is the way to go, because if the battery dies, you just real quick pop in a new one and you're good to go. The next thing on our favorites list is our electronics pouch or case, and I'm going to show it to you. I searched and I went through probably 3 different things before I found this one. I wanted a case that had lots of pockets, that fit all of our electronics in one, that was small, that was malleable, not like a hard case, but also still sturdy enough, and like having some padding where I thought it would protect our electronics, and then quality. Like I didn't want garbage zippers where it was just gonna break. I wanted quality. And I found it, and that's this guy right here. It's got a carrying handle here, and it's got 2 zippers. And so this is full. This is how we travel with our electronics right here. So I'm gonna show you how much this thing holds. Hear that? The zippers is nice. Okay, look at all that. Oh, okay, so I got my relief band, and then all kinds of cords, whole bunch more cords. So then you get into here, And there's a little zipper here, and then we've got like our SD cards in there, an extra battery for my relief band, and yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. So that's the top pouch. Zip that guy back up. And then the bottom, it's pretty cool. Look at all this stuff. So we've got a zipper pouch here where we've got some like, you know, wall plugs and our GoPro battery charger and spare batteries and a microphone cover. Here's our white noise machine. We've got Austin's headphones, and under there we've got some wired headphones just in case we run out of charge. We've got my headphones. We've got the Bear fan. We've got a battery pack down there, like a portable battery pack. And then we've got our electronic or our extension cord, power cord. So that's all the electronics, and it's just impressive. Like, this is another thing that has been everywhere with us, and it looks brand new. So we both take vitamins daily, and so we like to take those when we travel with us. And the trouble is they have those like plastic pill minders, you know, all kinds of different kinds, the long skinny ones, the round ones, and they're all great. But I do worry a little bit about them like popping open, and then they take space once, you know, you take the vitamins out of them, you still got this big plastic thing. And I'm all about saving space because I'm an overpacker. So the trick I found for this, again, kind of a little bit more like a travel hack than anything, because it's very inexpensive, but it's these pill bags, these individual pill bags. But this is a pack of 100, and you'll see how many I still have left. We don't like to make a lot of waste whenever possible, and so I was a little bit hesitant about like using 7 of these every trip and throwing away plastic. But these are like sturdy, good stuff. I reuse them all the time. I've probably only ever thrown away 2. I just have like 10 in my bag, and I just reuse them every time. I'll open it, and I realize I haven't even shown what it looks like. This is what they look like. And you can see, you can even mark it like AM, PM, other. You can write what kind of vitamin or medication it is or whatever.
So our next item is actually a laundry hamper, because, you know, you wear your clothes, it gets dirty. We used to put them in like trash bags or something like that, but then it gets really stinky if it doesn't air out. So we got a collapsible clothes hamper. As
Upside
you can
down.
see, it's upside down. Yeah, so it can be stored really easily because it has like a wire in it that just, you know, collapses on itself.
It's almost non-existent in the amount of space it takes up when you fold it all up. You know, there's all kinds of laundry bags out there and different things that you can use, but the thing is that if you're using a bag, even a cloth bag,
Are you okay?
it didn't actually hit me. It just scared me. If you're using a bag, even like a cloth bag, the problem is that it's still like stuffy in there. And so when you put all your dirty clothes in all day, you know, or all week or whatever, it gets kind of stinky. So this being mesh just lets your clothes all dry out and air out, so that when you actually pack them at the end of your trip into your suitcase, you don't get home and open up your bag and like gag from the smell. So the next item that we're going to talk about is something that does not go with us all the time. This is a item that goes with us on long flights, specifically flights where we want to sleep. And that is my turtle neck pillow.
Turtle without vowels.
Yes. Turtle. And so what this thing is, I'll put it on for you. So you go like this. You got this little contraption, and you put this here on your shoulder, and then this wraps around and velcros, and then ready. Okay, I'm holding my head up. Ready? I'm not holding my head up. That's it.
You just look like you've broken your neck.
Yeah, but this is amazing. Like, look at this. I'm not like waking up with a kink in my neck. I might squish your face a little, but it works really well. So this is like the best travel pillow I've ever found, because all the other ones are just too squishy, and they just don't put enough up here to keep my chin up, because otherwise I end up like this, and then I wake up with my neck hurting. And it's washable, so you can take, there's just like a plastic frame in here, and then there's this cloth thing, and you can just take this cloth thing off and wash it. So that's it for our travel favorites and hacks and must-haves and accessories and tech and all the different things. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us, and I hope you'll stick around if you're new here and subscribe and come along with us on our travels. So thank you so much for watching and liking and commenting and subscribing, and we will see you in the next one.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.